So this is basically the Pandora box. This is what you need to look into. So how can I help my customers with information without being intrusive? Social media marketing is basically the internet form of so-called permission-based marketing. So we know intrusive marketing, radio, TV, print ad, we actually don't ask for them. They're just in front of us and we consume them, or we need to close our eyes. They're always there. So however, permission-based marketing is, I put a blog out there. I put on a public place some information about me, about my company, about a problem, about a topic, what is interesting for people. And people read it, and in this blog or in this topic is my email address, is my name, my company, or my website just. And when people go from there, they gave me permission to market to them. So they came to me, they asked me. Now, they always can unsubscribe, right? I give them the chance, hey, if you don't want to have any information from me, if I basically give you too much information, you can unsubscribe. So there are three important parts about social media marketing. Number one, it is instant. Every information what you put out there is visible by everybody. Number two, there is certain democratics about it. Because if you have a TV spot and you put it out there, of course, we can measure how many people watch this TV spot. But sometimes you don't get more feedback. So if your phone is not ringing, you really don't get more feedback. In all the social media marketing, there are statistics behind it. So Twitter, you will see how many followers. You will see how many viewers of your tweets. In LinkedIn, you will see how many people are connected, how many people have recommended you, how many people are connected to people you are connected to. So it's really, you get measurements for all that and everybody can see it. So I can see, when I get let's say I get a new email, I have in LinkedIn a little toolbar where I can click info, and all the LinkedIn info of this person is coming up right away. So I will see a picture of the person, I will see how many connections they have they ever been recommended from somebody, and if so, from who, and who are the connections of this person. So I will know a person already a little bit before I do, even if they have called, emailed me, called me, whatever, I can find out information about this person. Now, I remember that we had once a question when Pam Chambers we were in the golf club, and it was about how can I get rapport with the person if I only do business with them over the phone. So I have never seen them, right? But it's important, maybe talk about a big transaction, they are in another state, and before I even fly there or do business with them, I kind of would like to know a little bit more, and I would like to, to get a good rapport with them, to do business with them. So LinkedIn and Facebook are perfect for that. You ask somebody, are you in LinkedIn or in Facebook? In the first talk, and you will find all the information about them, what you want. You will see that maybe their daughter goes in school with your other best friend's son, right? So and you have a topic. So suddenly you can create a lot of different connections with these people you could not before, because typically when you're on the phone you don't ask them, or where do your daughter goes in school, who's your dad, all these questions you normally don't ask a strange person, right? So unless you're an investigator, So this is a very, very unintrusive way to find ways to connect and tell the person have not yet even met you that you have already some bonds, you have already some similarities in the way you live, and people they're already connected, and that makes all the difference in the world. If somebody like to do business with me and they say, oh, do you have a reference? And I will say, go to my LinkedIn page and see 41 testimonials given to me in the last 8 months. And they can read to them, and they can see who gave it, so it's not phony. Who gave it to me, and who are those people? They gave me they gave me this testimonial, they worked with me, and in what capacity they worked with me. So it makes me transparent. Also, it makes me transparent because on my LinkedIn is my whole history is there. So you can do research about my company and about me as a person. So the third part of what is important in social media marketing is that it's free. Most of this stuff is free. So if you want to do a advertising, let's say a video advertising, costs you a certain amount of money. If you want to get in TV, a TV production is, first of all, it takes a long time, takes a lot of effort, and costs a certain amount of money. You want to go in the radio, usually it's coupled to some advertising, of course not so with Ken Becker here, you know. I think he probably, you know, there's some advertising too, but he did really great job. We had a lot of fun together. Thank you very much for that. If you go in the radio, there's normally a production, and there might be some advertising, so there are some marketing dollars that go in there. You can create instantly advertorial or advertising for you. Put it to YouTube, from YouTube on your website, from YouTube you syndicate it to your Facebook, to your LinkedIn, to all these sites. It's absolutely free. You can take a video with your new iPhone and you put it right on there and it's free. So what we see right now, what's going on in Iran. Iran is really Twitter and Facebook is the only information, the only information what is not restricted what we get from Iran. And you all see, you know, the horrible pictures what we see there, right? But the world can be witness what happened in Iran just because of Facebook and Twitter right now. But for sure not because they let us have information. They have no choice. This information goes out in the world and they cannot restrict it. The American government had actually asked Twitter to put off their maintenance, which normally they would shut for like 2 or 3 days, they would shut down. They have asked them, the American government have asked them to put off their maintenance for another 4 weeks so that the last connection what we have to Iran to get the real Iran right now as it is, that this doesn't get lost, to help the people and to don't, you know, leave them all in this horrible situation. So for once it's kind of, there's a democracy certainly about information. So we know the information what is coming to us. We know a lot of other people have seen it and a lot of other people have reviewed it and even have made comments to it. So now through social media we can see the connections to information and what other people think about it. And it's real because there are real people making these comments. So this all, how are we time-wise? How are we time-wise? We have 1 minute? Okay. And then we have some questions probably. This is an important part, and I will do workshops about it. So if you guys are interested in really hands-on workshops about doing LinkedIn, doing Facebook, and kind of really learn this from ground up and do the right steps, please talk to me later. Anyway, the most important part is, and let me recap this, social media marketing is instantly, everybody can do it, you get right away your feedback, it is good for customer service to stay in touch with your customers, and it applies the same rules that normal sales does. Care for the people you want to be connected to, ask them questions, and try to syndicate with them, and try to collaborate with them before you try to sell them something. And keep in mind, you will talk, every information you ever put in the internet is there forever, and you cannot reverse it. So that's the important part. You know, there's certain etiquette about Facebook and Twitter and all that. You make sure all the information you put in there can be seen by everybody and will be there forever. So make sure when you do that, maybe your situation changed. That's important that you only put information in there. It's really good forever to have a good picture about you. A friend yesterday told me, you know, but that is how it goes sometimes. A friend yesterday, I got a tweet. It says, "Man, you're so LinkedIn that your Facebook goes right down to YouTube." All right, thank you.
Ron, that was wonderful. Thank you very much.